For years, scientists believed they had found humanity's second home, a planet so promising that its habitability score beat Earth itself. They called it Kepler-442b. The scientific community celebrated. Headlines called it the most exciting discovery in the history of space exploration. And then something very strange happened. Quietly, without fanfare, without explanation. Scientists started walking away. They abandoned the planet with the perfect score and turned their attention to an ocean world that almost everyone had forgotten. Why? Why would the world's brightest astronomers walk away from mathematical perfection? What did they see that the rest of us missed? And what is this ocean world hiding that has suddenly made it humanity's most important target? By the end of this video, the answer will change how you think about space exploration forever, but it all begins on March 6, 2009, with a telescope, and a mission that would rewrite everything we thought we knew about finding life beyond Earth. On March 6, 2009, NASA launched something that would change everything, the Kepler Space Telescope. Its mission was simple to say but impossible to imagine. Scan 150,000 stars, find planets that could support life. Not random observations, not hopeful guesses. A dedicated telescope spending years staring at the same patch of sky, waiting for the tiny flicker of starlight that signals a planet passing in front of its star. Think about detecting a firefly passing in front of a spotlight from miles away. That's essentially what Kepler did. Every single day. Before Kepler, humanity had confirmed fewer than 400 planets beyond our solar system. Within years, that number exploded into the thousands. Kepler didn't just find planets. It proved the galaxy is absolutely filled with them. But finding planets was only the beginning. The real question was which ones could actually support life. And on December 5, 2011, Kepler delivered its first major answer, a planet that would eventually become the center of everything. On December 5, 2011, NASA made an announcement that should have stunned the world. They had found Kepler-22b, the first confirmed planet sitting directly inside the habitable zone of a sun-like star. Located 600 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus, orbiting its star every 289.9 days, almost exactly like Earth's year. Scientists immediately called it a potential water world, not a planet with oceans and continents like Earth, a planet potentially covered entirely in liquid water, no land, no mountains, just endless ocean stretching in every direction. Because of its size and estimated density, scientists believe it could have a thick water layer, potentially hundreds of miles deep. Picture standing on its surface, if a surface even exists. No beaches, no horizons, just a liquid sphere under a sun slightly dimmer than ours. Waves rippling outward forever, never breaking, because there's nothing to break against. Life, if it's there, moving in 3 dimensions, up, down, everywhere, never touching solid ground. But something strange happened after the announcement. The scientific community got excited for a moment, and then they simply moved on. Newer discoveries arrived, better scores appeared. Kepler-22b became just another entry in a growing catalog. Until 4 years later, when a new planet arrived that made everyone forget about it completely. By 2020, Kepler-442b had been in scientific literature for 5 years. Papers cited it. Researchers referenced it. Headlines celebrated it. But something was quietly missing. After 5 full years of attention, scientists had gathered exactly 0 observational data, not a single atmospheric reading, no confirmed water signatures, no spectroscopic analysis. Nothing observable at all, just the same 0.836 score, built entirely on estimates and projections. Think about buying a house based only on the listing description. No photos, no visit, no verification of anything. The description sounds perfect, but you have absolutely no idea what you're getting. That was Kepler-442b, and here's why scientists couldn't fix this problem. The planet sits 1,206 light-years away. Its host star is dimmer than our Sun. The planet itself is smaller, producing weaker signals. Even the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful eye in the sky, couldn't characterize it. In 2023, a team attempted to schedule observation time on Webb for Kepler-442b. The proposal was rejected. The reason given was brutally simple: insufficient signal strength for meaningful atmospheric analysis. The most promising planet on paper couldn't even get telescope time. By 2024, scientists coined a term for this situation: observational darkness, too distant, too dim, too small to study with anything we currently have. The most promising planet on paper was also the most impossible to verify, and that realization forced scientists to look somewhere else. Researchers published something historic. Kepler-22b has the highest likelihood of harboring life and should be the prime target for James Webb. We've always assumed Earth-like conditions are best for life, but that assumption might be wrong. Earth is 71% water, but that remaining 29% landmass creates deserts, ice caps, and extreme temperature swings. Kepler-22b may have no land at all, and that could actually be an advantage. Think about coastal cities versus inland cities. As of March 2026, Webb is pointing at Kepler-22b right now. As you watch this, scientists are attempting to read its atmosphere and answer the biggest question in human history: are we alone? But they're not just looking for water, they're hunting for something called biosignatures, chemical combinations that shouldn't naturally exist together without living organisms producing them. Think about smoke rising from a chimney. The smoke itself isn't interesting. The fact that something is continuously producing it is. That tells you a fire is burning inside. Biosignatures work the same way. Oxygen and methane together in an atmosphere suggest something alive is actively making them. On Kepler-22b, finding that combination would be the most extraordinary discovery in human history. And in late February 2026, something unexpected appeared in the preliminary data. Right now, James Webb is pointed at a distant star. Light that left Kepler-22b over 600 years ago is traveling toward us, carrying information about water, about temperature, about whether we are truly alone. The planet that scored higher than Earth sits in permanent darkness, while an ocean world nobody appreciated becomes humanity's most important target. Not because of perfect numbers, because of what we can actually see. The answer is coming, and when it arrives, it won't be because we chase the best theory. It will be because we finally learned to chase what we could prove. If this changed how you see the search for life, consider joining us. We dig into the science no one else touches. Now tell me in the comments, do you think Kepler-22b harbors life? Would you visit an ocean world with no land at all? Or are we chasing another beautiful theory?